Hey guys, are here back for some more Touhou Tuesday. So this week we're playing a game from 2009 made by Frontier Asia, and it's called Koumajou Densetsu Scarlet Symphony. Although basically everyone calls it Touhouvania because it's a Touhou-themed Castlevania game. I played it once way back when, but I never could record it, so I thought it'd be fun to kind of show this one off. Now, the screen froze there because it's trying to load the intro to play, but for some reason my capture doesn't get it correctly, so I'm just going to edit it in here. I really like the intro and just the art style in general for this game. It's really cool. Alright, let's jump into it. Now, what's really nice is that in one of the later patches, they actually added an English translation as well as French. You can toggle it in the config. Granted, it's not the best translation in the world. It's a little rough around the edges, but it gets the job done. So your basic attacks are, you have your whip, of course. You can attack while standing, crouching, and in the air. You have free movement of your jump. It's not like the old Castlevanias where you're locked into your jump. You can also slide, and while you're sliding, if you press back and jump again, you can do this little backflip. I didn't know you could do that. I actually found that accidentally. I don't really have much use for it, but, you know, it's there. You can also jump while in the air, and you'll start flying, and you have free movement. Be careful though, if you get hit while like this, you'll fall and you can't fly again until you touch the ground, so you can still fall into pits. In the top left, you can see I have 20 extra lives. In the config, I think it's defaulted to like 3, but you can bump it up to 20, which I kind of recommend because it's just a nice quality of life thing, and if it's your first time playing, it's just nice to have that. You have your health bar, and then below that, you have your sub-weapon energy. They're called souls in this game. You start off with 50, and while flying, if you attack, your whip changes to shooting these cards, and that uses up your sub-weapon energy. You do also get a few other weapons that you can use that energy for a little later. And then you have a score, which doesn't really mean anything. You don't get anything for it, but, you know, it's there. And that's basically it. There are 8 stages total to the game. It's not a very long game. If you know what you're doing, you can beat it, like, within an hour or so, easily. If it's your first time playing, though, you'll probably die quite a bit against the bosses as you figure them out, so it might take you longer. But it's not an overly long game, which I don't mind. It's a fun little game. Here we have these floating blue things. Just kill them for some free souls. I generally try to kill everything that I come across because I want to farm up souls. I usually save all my energy for the boss fights more than anything. I don't really use it much during the stages, unless there's an enemy that's just really annoying me and in my way. We will get some other enemies. It's not just birds that we're going to be killing here, but the first couple screens really just kind of let you get a feel for the game. I mean, the first stage itself here isn't very long. You'll notice that, in general, I like to attack in the air more than on the ground, if I can help it. So I'll often be kind of jumping forward and attacking. It's just very effective, especially if you know where the enemy's going to be coming in on screen. You can kind of just catch them as they come in. But also, you have more control while attacking in the air. Like, I can still move. If I'm on the ground and I attack, I'm in a fixed position. I can't move. So you kind of leave yourself open to getting caught by something, being locked down like that. Here we have some new enemies. We have these frogs or toads. I don't know the difference between the two. Save myself there with being able to fly. Honestly, flying is kind of overpowered in the game, but that's fine by me. Here we have a food item which gives us health, but we're actually full. But I'll just pick it up anyways. And then you have this statue thing here, which I didn't notice the first time that it actually reacts to getting hit. But if you keep swinging at it long enough, you will get something for it. You get a Yukuri. So you get a 1-up. You can take it easy. And we're already here at the boss. So we get her to join our party, so she's one of our sub-weapons. It costs 10 souls to do it, so that's why I kind of like to hoard all the souls, because it's kind of expensive, but the sub-weapons are pretty useful, so it's good to have them. You actually saw there, when the boss is dying, if any bullets are left on screen, you can still get hit by them, and you can die during that animation, and you'll have to do the boss fight again. It's kind of annoying, so be careful about that. After you kill the boss, make sure you're still safe. So Cyrano is our other sub-weapon. These are the only two sub-weapons you get in the whole game. And honestly, between the two, I kind of like Cyrano more, particularly for the bosses, and you'll kind of see why later on. So you can switch between the two at any time, so you're not locked to just one. And both cost 10 souls, so it's the same price. Collect the orb, and then you get your stats at the end. You get bonuses for time, souls left over, your life, no miss bonus, meaning you didn't die. And you can see your stage totals. There's a time bonus, but you don't actually see a clock anywhere, so it's just kind of like running in the background. I will go ahead. In the top left, you can see I have Marissa. I'm going to switch to Cyrano. Here we have some small frogs, which are kind of annoying because you can't hit them unless they're in the air if you're on ground level with them. You have these little wiggling plant things, which they only show up, I think, in this first like screen or two, and that's it. You got these demon bird things, which are bringing in frogs. They're kind of annoying because they try to fly away from you a lot. They kind of like don't always come at you. Try to catch them as they're bringing in their frogs. Again, or toads. I don't know the difference. Now you could just fly over this, but again, if you get hit while flying, you're gonna probably fall to your death, so just ride the thing. Use your flight to save yourself if you need to. It's always kind of dangerous when you can't see what's below you, so just be cautious when going downwards. You never know when there's gonna be a pit. You got these fish guys that come jumping out of the water. Always kind of look around up above and below you. You'll find some items if you look carefully enough. These, unlike the blue ones, you can't kill them. They're invulnerable, as far as I can tell. So just get past them. You can't kill them for souls. Oh, that was close. Practically licked my boot there. Get out of here, bird. And we're already here at the second boss. The first couple stages are pretty short. They will get a little longer, though. This is why I like Cyrnos. If you aim it right, it'll linger in place and do a pretty good amount of damage without you having to be near. So kind of like you can do some damage while being at a safe distance. And you can see her name is fixed now. Those question marks were not an error. That was intentional. Poor Mei Ling, she never gets any respect. You do have some souls up here. Might as well grab them before we leave. Your souls don't carry over from stage to stage, though. You'll always reset back to 50, but might as well just grab them for the points. Now, finally, we get to break some candles. It wouldn't be a Castlevania game if we couldn't break some candles. You got these zombie guys here, which I think this is the only screen that they appear in. It's kind of weird. You get some new enemies in the game, but they don't really use them for very long. But, whatever. I don't know if they're infinitely spawning or not, but just go ahead and get out of here. Now, we're going to run into a whole different set of fairies throughout the rest of this game. Those that came in just now, they come in, they shoot some bullets, and then they fly away. If you want to get them, if you want to get the souls that they have, you have to kill them before they get away. This one, they throw axes, and those axes do a shit ton of damage. Like, I don't know, maybe a fourth of your life. It feels like a lot. The game even makes a sound when you get hit by them because of the impact of it. That's how you know that it's a big damage. These have swords, they just try to stab you, and watch your head because you see that chandelier up there? The game will start to introduce a few hazards and traps like that, so keep an eye on your surroundings. Oops, well, you heard that sound there. That's the sound of me taking a lot of damage. Oh, that was weird. He just spawned right underneath me. We got some bats. Basic skeleton guy. Still takes 1 hit to kill. You'll eventually start running into enemies that take more than 1 hit. Well, I guess we have had a few, but some will take quite a few, and those are the really annoying ones to deal with. Yeah, that was careless of me. Health is pretty low, but we got some food here. Gives me about a 4th. Look at the chandeliers for any lit ones. You can get some free souls off of that. These spikes, they are insta-kill, so be careful. Even though you can fly in this game, again, if I get hit in the air while flying, you can fall straight into the spikes still. You will notice that your whip has a little bit of range to it with the hitbox. Particularly above you. For some reason, this chandelier is one that doesn't fall. So you can see that I'm swinging it overhead. It actually has a little bit of a hitbox there, so you can actually abuse that and hit enemies that are above you, even on like ledges. It's pretty useful. There's more of those fairies that shoot and then flee, so make sure I get these souls before they disappear, since I'm pretty greedy about trying to get all the souls. These skeleton guys, they throw bones, just like in the actual Castlevania game. And for whatever reason, they have an infinite supply of them. You'll see that I slide through all the doors because it just looks cooler that way. I have to slide through every doorway. It's like in Mega Man, you have to slide through into the boss room. Nope. Ow, well that sucked. Oh wow, I almost fell into the spikes. Vertical rooms like this are kind of dangerous in that sense that, you know, if you're falling, especially when you're going down, you know, if you're going down originally, you don't know what's below you. There could be a pit or spikes. So use your flight, but also sometimes maybe try to save it for if you get hit and you need to catch yourself from falling. I don't know, you'll kind of get used to it. Could use some food. I think there's some food at the bottom of this floor. Right here. There we go. That gave me about half health. Now, for some reason, there we go, the camera, there, so that's what I'm talking about. So if I was up top there and I was falling, if I already spent my flight, I might just go straight down into the spikes. Get these skeletons that don't die, they just regenerate, they don't drop souls. Ow, with the back of my head. So just hit them and go. This is where jumping and attacking really kind of just like keeps clearing stuff out of your way. All right, here we are at the boss. And we've pissed off Sakuya, so we are uninvited guests. Got her. So she won't tell us what's going on, but she is going to at least let us pass now. Barely got a time bonus. Now here we have a new enemy. These marionettes, they're kind of annoying because they can't die, and they'll reanimate, and just keep following you. So hit them as you go, and just keep moving. And you can see here, the annoying thing is that they'll start to kind of bunch up. Right now it's just 2, but you'll get some rooms where you have like literally 4 of them following you. Got this wizard guy who likes to teleport in. It's 2 hits to kill him. That was close. They can only follow you in the same room, though, so just get through the door and you'll be fine. Oop. You can just walk underneath them, but they'll just drop down anyways, so don't think you can avoid them by not attacking them. They will follow you regardless. Whoa. These wizard guys are kind of annoying because they'll be in a spot where I can't hit them conveniently enough. And there should be some food. Now, they introduced these platforms here, ones that crumble away, which, I mean, okay, that's cool and all. It is a trap, it's a hazard, but I can fly. So, like here, oh no, I lost the platform. Except for I can just fly. Here we have a giant doll head. They take 5 hits to kill. They shoot the same orbs as the wizards do. You can just outrun them. They're pretty slow, but I like to farm up all the souls I can, so I fight everyone I come across. And it's easy enough to dodge the orb. Just kind of manipulate it where you want it to go. Ah, those fairies are gonna get away. Ah, one got away. Now these fairies, they are the worst ones. Not necessarily because of their damage or anything like that, but it's the way they can attack you. You'll kind of see it later. There'll be a room where it becomes very apparent why I hate them. Of all the fairies, they are the worst ones for me. You know what? I don't want to get cornered like this. Let me back out to here. Kill the wizard. Ow, I got hit. That hurt like hell. Gotta get greedy and get all the souls. And then fucking run. Now here's why they're annoying. See that one down below me? Watch what it tries to do. It tries to stab you from underneath. It's really annoying because sometimes you won't see that they're down below you, and then you just suddenly get hit with a ton of damage, and that's why I don't like fighting them. You can't see it right now, but there's one more down below me. If I jump down to face this fairy that's right in front of me, she'll just try to stab me from underneath when I least expect it. And they do a lot of damage, so I find them to be the worst fairy to deal with. Once you know, it's not as bad, but still, sometimes I get caught out. Alright, some badly needed health. That's gonna hurt. We should have another doll head here. And an extra life. This hallway gets a little clustered. Cluttered, I should say. Get out of my way. See, all of these are going to follow me. Except we can get out of this room now. Oh, and we're here at Alice. Marissa was really looking to pick a fight for whatever reason. Keep clearing out her dolls so that they don't overwhelm you with their attacks. Otherwise, you're gonna have a crap ton of things flying at you the whole time. There we go. Oh, be careful. Bullets after she's dead. Poor Alice. You don't have any friends. And we don't get a time bonus. Honestly, I feel like for some of the stages, you can't kill everything if you want to get the time bonus, but I don't really care. Now, clearly you can see above me that, unlike the chandeliers which might catch you off guard, this you should see coming. And it does hurt a lot. You can either slide under it, or you can kind of just walk up close to it and trigger it, and you'll still be out of range. Here we have... Oh, I've never actually watched it, like, reset. We have some new skeleton guys that take 3 hits to kill, so they're a little more annoying. This might be the only room that has these falling axes, though. I don't think you see them again. Maybe, I can't remember. Now, for some reason, the castle is designed in a weird way, where the staircase goes nowhere. Just doesn't make any sense. You'll be seeing this stairwell, this room being reused a lot. Slowly, we're going to get to the point here where it's going to get a little repetitive. They reuse the layouts quite a bit. Ow, that hurt. But it's not too bad. I feel like my first time playing through, it felt more repetitive because I would die in rooms and have to redo them. But now that I'm more familiar with the game and I don't die as much, it's not so bad. Here we have this new enemy. He comes flying in pretty fast, and then he'll slow down once he finally reaches like the center of the screen. So if you know he's coming, you can kind of start swinging ahead of time, or just back up. Because your stuns will, your hit will stun him. Oh wow, okay, so you actually can pick up more speed. But it takes 3 hits to kill, so just take him down quick. Again, always be going down. Now here you'll see, because trying to fight these skeleton guys, the ones in the green armor on the stairs, is annoying, just because you're not level with them, and I don't want to waste sub energy. Just jump behind them, and then hit them from below. Even there, you can kind of just like barely squeeze through. Here we have a new enemy. This werewolf thing. Takes 3 hits. They can be kind of annoying, depending on how they decide to move. If they get close enough to you, or they get behind you, they can do some serious damage. Now watch below you, that fairy. See, while I'm fighting this one here, that one from below might start picking me off. Oh, getting kind of close. Alright. You haven't really seen it yet, but he can do like this, like, slashing with his claws. Like Wolverine, there you go. I generally kind of let them come to me, because half the time they're just flipping backwards anyway, so I kind of just let them come into my whip rather than try to chase them down. So you can reach pretty far. You can stay just out of their attack range. Here we'll have a new enemy, these Minotaur guys. They take 6 hits to kill, and I just recommend sliding underneath them to dodge, because it also looks really cool to do that. I'm trying to use my hitbox, there you go. Now here, I don't have any health missing, but this is our first full health pickup. There's only 2 in the entire game. And that one just got absolutely wasted, but that's fine. I don't know why they're stingy with the full heal ones. Come on, I want your... Yeah, you know what? Forget it. I'm passing up souls, I know, but... Screw her. Frickin' bones. Didn't mean to slide there. This little part can be a little annoying if they kind of group up together. I want to try to fight them separately. That's gonna hit me. Alright, that's fine. Make him jump to the right. I didn't know you could just duck underneath it. Okay, item up there is a full health, but I'm going to save it until I clear out this room. Bring this one over here, because there's one more behind him. Don't want to be fighting 2 of them at once. Alright, now I can grab the health. And it's the only other one we'll see in the entire game. It's nice that this one is in this room that has all the Minotaurs, but come on, you couldn't give me more of that food later on? Now we get to have a drunken brawl with her. I did not get enough damage in. I'm gonna manipulate her to the left and then get away from her, because those do a ton of damage. played it a little safe there. Alright, now, I know this is kind of a weird place to stop the video, but I'm actually going to go ahead and cut this one here. It's about halfway through the game, honestly, and I want to split this into 2 parts, and if you can't pause during the score screen, it just kind of keeps rolling, so I'm just going to stop this one here. So, next week, we'll go ahead and continue and finish this game up. So, that's it for this one. Thanks, guys, for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed that. See you guys next time.